Hello and welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and this is going to be part 4 of building the modular construction site. It's set number 910008. We are going to start today on bag number 14. This is bags 1 through 13. Started the crane. Of course, the building's well underway. I don't think we're going to get done tonight because it has all the way to bag 22, but we are going to go for a while, and I do have the live stream scheduled for tomorrow to finish this up. All right, let me go ahead and Greg's in the background, so let me add Greg here. Greg, how you doing?
Oh, nothing much.
Oh, cool, man. How was work today for you?
But fine.
All right. Ooh, I don't see what.
How's work today for you?
Today was actually a pretty good day. It was the work was steady, but it wasn't overwhelming. I like those kind of days because they go by very fast, and then when I leave, I'm not stressed out. So it was a really good day.
Hey, John.
Yeah, hey John, how you doing?
What do you think about those new dioramas?
I like them. In fact, I am planning on buying them both. I do like the throne room better, but Endor is not a bad choice either.
It has all the new fern pieces.
Yeah, I bet you. I mean, I'm not going to buy any of those to part out, but I'll bet you people will on Bricklink, and I'm having a feeling those are going to be expensive for a while.
A set came in. This one half.
Okay. Oh wait, here. Let me put you on large here. Here. All right. Yeah. Show. There you go. The Lamborghini.
And here's the Huracan.
Okay. Awesome, man. Believe it or not, I just built mine. Oh, it wasn't that long ago because I just put it on the shelf out in the shop. And what do you think of that set?
It was worth it. I had to pay a premium on it.
Okay. And that's just because it's hard to get, right?
Yep.
All right. Let me switch over here. Let's see.
I bet you paid premiums for sets before.
I do. Not very often because, well, every time I pay a premium, that means less money to buy something else. But no, I have had to because, I mean, sometimes that is the only way you're going to get them.
Oh, also,
Yes. Oh, yeah. Let me blow you back up here. All right. Oh yeah. And now that's Rex, right? Yeah, that's Rex. Did you get Cody as well?
I'll get that next Friday.
Okay. Well, cool, man. Thanks for sharing that stuff, Greg. I appreciate that. I still got to build my helmets. I'm a little behind on that, but that's all right, man. I'll get to it. I was almost late coming back in because I was out in the shop. I'm still trying to organize the bags of my sets because I'm putting together every single set that I have. I know I've talked about that. I'm up to, well, you know what? Let me not guess. Let me just look. I've put together 828 sets that I own. And I guesstimate that I have 1,300, but I don't really honestly know.
You're going to go to 8:30 by the end of the night?
I might. I may or may not have brought up a milk crate. Well, it's not a milk crate, but it's like a milk crate thing, full of Lego sets that need to be built, and several of them are just like smaller sets, so they're not gonna be that hard to put together. So
I'm fine, John.
oh yeah, John, sorry man. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good too, sir. I'm a little bit tired today, but that's my own dumb fault. Not going to bed on time is not a good way to go.
Did you go to your sister's last night?
No, actually, I just got so involved in building my Lego sets, I didn't want to stop. That's a bad problem to have, man. All right, so we're adding right here. I'm sure we're going to keep going here. I was out in the shop, like I said, and I'm a little anxious right now because the shop has a problem with water coming under the wall and onto the floor, and it's cold enough that it freezes at night here. So any water that comes in just freezes and becomes an ice skating rink. And we're supposed to be above freezing during the day every day this week. So I'm anticipating water problems, which is not a good anticipation to have. So John says his channel is over 50 subs. That is awesome, John. And that march towards 1,000, I would know because I'm not there yet. It's a tough march, man.
$55 footlongs.
$55 footlongs. Well, you know, now that you mention it, Greg, in my town here, if you've got a cool $1 million, you can buy the strip mall here, and the strip mall, the guy who owns it also owns the Subway, and he's selling the Subway with the strip mall for $1 million. So if you got a cool $1 million, stop by and buy it, man. No, I'm just kidding. I know you don't have it because I don't even. Heck, dude, I couldn't come up with $1 million even if I tried. But I've thought about it. I've dreamed about it. And I've thought about, hey, look, man, if I do that, it'd be pretty cool. Oh, wow. So not every window gets glass on this. That's pretty cool, actually.
Well, go get me something to drink.
All right, man. Speaking of that, I think I'm going to do the same thing. And yeah, so let's see. The sets that I was building today, I did a Pirates of the Caribbean. I didn't finish it. It was the London something. And let's see, what did I finish? Oh yeah, I finished a SpongeBob the Krusty Krab Lego set. I finished that today in my personal collection. And I found a police car to a very old Lego police station. One that came out in I think 82 or 83. So that was a good find because I've already built the police station itself, but I couldn't find the motorcycles and the car. Well, I found the car. Hopefully next I'll find the motorcycles, but I've got a lot of totes that I'm sorting through, so that's going to be kind of difficult. And I know. Sometimes I can't make up my mind, but I've been kind of thinking about. Well, not kind of. I have been thinking about today. Still about getting the getting 2 steers in the springtime here, like right now, basically.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Greg. I've also been thinking about doing some other things like documenting my journey of being a city boy, trying to make it as a country boy, which sometimes it works out, and then sometimes I have some pretty hilarious stories to tell because I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. I'll give you an example. When I go to the hardware store down the street, sometimes the girl that works there, I ain't gonna say her name because I didn't ask for permission, but there's a gal that works there. She looks like she's in her early 20s. I don't really know. But I walk in there and I don't know the name of what I'm asking for, and I'll describe it to her, and she just laughs at me. So, and then sometimes I go in there and I'll joke with her. I'm like, today I know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking for, and she just laughs at me because like I said, I'm clearly from the city, trying to make it out here in the country. So let's see, I need 6 of those. Greg, do you live out? You live in a city, right? Oh, I guess Greg's not here. All right, he dropped off. There he is. All right, Greg. I didn't realize you dropped off, man.
Push the wrong button.
Oh, that's all right. I was asking you a question, and then I looked up. I'm like, oh, he's not here anymore, so I guess I can't really ask him.
What is it?
Oh, I was just asking. Yeah, I think I know the answer, but the place you live in, it's not a small town, is it, or is it?
It's a small town.
Okay. Have you always lived in small towns, or
Small to medium towns.
okay?
Have you?
I have always lived in the city. In fact, the area I was born in was the San Francisco Bay Area with 7 to 8 million people.
Too bad that went to shit.
Yeah, it has gone downhill. Definitely from the time I was a kid. In fact, I dare say that I don't know, man. I haven't been back to visit for many years now, and mainly I'm kind of scared to because I want to remember the place as I left it, not as it maybe is today. And I know I know that's living in denial, but anyway, yeah. So I've lived. I've lived in the San Francisco Bay Area. I've lived in Utah, and the Greater Salt Lake area. I think has about 1 million people. And then I've lived. Go ahead.
I live in the Golden Triangle, which is out right next to the Greater Beaumont, Greater Houston area.
Okay.
I live in the football capital of the United States.
The football capital. That's quite the distinction. Is that like professional or college?
High school.
Oh, high school. Okay. Well, all right. And I've also lived in Columbus, Ohio, which the greater Columbus, Ohio area has over 1 million people. And of course, if you've ever been to Europe, a lot of Europe is like living in a shoebox. They got people crammed in there. And so, yeah, everywhere I've ever lived has been a big area with lots of people, except for now.
The school I went to, Wade Phillips coached there.
Okay. Now, I don't know who that is. Who is that?
The former Dallas Cowboy head coach.
Oh, okay. Now, when I lived in Columbus, Ohio, the people there, they go nuts over college football.
Buckeyes fans.
Oh, yeah. You'll see the Buckeye flag flying everywhere there. All right. I'm going to mute myself for a second. I got to step away and take care of something real quick. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty close to finishing bag number 14 here.
I'm an Alabama fan, though.
Okay. Have you ever lived in Alabama?
No, I got family heritage there.
Okay.
My grandfather's on my dad's side is from outside Mobile.
Okay. So have you ever been there to visit?
I drove through there.
Okay.
With my dad. You've been to Georgia, right?
Yes, I've been to Georgia twice.
That's where we was going to visit my granduncle.
Okay.
I got a great granduncle that lives in Germany,
Do you know what part?
outside of Berlin.
Okay.
He was in the army though.
Okay. Well, I've lived in Germany. That's why I asked. I lived there for 3 years. I lived in the well, the Americans call it Mannheim. The Germans call it Mannheim. Anyway, that is like 5 hours from Berlin.
We don't know what's happened to him ever since.
Oh, you don't? Okay. All right. Well, it's I did enjoy my stay in Germany. It's beautiful there. Ooh, I got to do this again. All right.
My dad was stationed in Sicily.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, one of my wife's coworkers. I don't know where in Italy he's at, but he was in Korea. Well, she knew him in Virginia, and then he got transferred to Korea, and now he's in Italy. And he's got like 2 kids. Anyway, really good guy. He's actually the one that, if you've ever been to my Bricklink store and seen that that brick,
Yeah.
he's the one that drew that for me. Real good guy. And you know what's real funny?
Yeah.
Is my wife, she knows him by his last name because that's what, in the military, you call each other by your last name. I know his last name, but I don't know him by his last name. So when my wife and I have conversations about any of her coworkers, a lot of times she's lost until I have to say, oh, no, it's really this guy's last name. Like I know him, the guy is Xavier. She does not. She knows him by his last name. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And Jenny gets teased because There was an old character on TV called Sergeant Carter, and she is Sergeant Carter now. So,
Yep. What are you gonna do when you go to Korea?
I'm sorry, you broke up. I just heard something about Korea.
What are you gonna do when you get to Korea?
Well, I don't know, because Korea, Jenny and I have talked about it, and I'm not confident at this point I'm going. Because the way the military does it, I'm not allowed, because her base is so close to the border, I'm not allowed just to roam wherever I want. In fact, I have to stay in the hotel until she checks me out, and then she has to check me back into the hotel each time I leave. And that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun, to be honest. And then plus the fact that with the 13-hour time difference, that's going to be really rough, because I'm going to get used to it and then come home. So, so we are on bag 15, but I am seriously questioning things. But anyway, let's do this. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen, Greg. There. Well, I don't even have a passport to begin with, so that's not gonna. I got to do that first. I had a passport, but I let it expire. So I did have a really good conversation today with a friend of mine. I don't want to drop names, so I won't. But people in the Lego community definitely will know who he is. And him and I, we're not like real close friends, but we're friends. And I've talked to him a couple different times on Zoom. And today we caught up on Zoom, and he was talking about this good old channel right here. So, and he gave me what I felt was some good advice. So I'm going to go ahead and follow his advice, and hopefully it'll help the channel out a little bit. All right. You ever thought about doing a YouTube channel, Greg?
If I could get proper equipment.
Okay.
I need my phone on me at all times, though.
Well, YouTube's fun, and then it's not. But that's okay. It's all part of the process. So, John, what kind of day have you had?
You know how Florida men are. They eat squirrel guts.
I watched this true crime channel, and the guy has a saying, only in Florida. And I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Like, well, I know what it's supposed to mean, but I don't mean I don't know why he attributes Florida to weird crimes, but he does. I mean, I've lived in Kentucky, and there's been some weird things that have happened there. Like I heard of a story about a preacher getting busted for sitting on the county courthouse steps smoking some marijuana. I mean, that's a pretty weird crime, don't you think?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just weird stuff, man.
One time, I read, a dumb arrest story. A guy, a guy broke into jail to see his friend.
No, so he's breaking into jail instead of breaking out, huh?
Yep.
Oh boy, what a good way to go to jail.
And another guy stuck up a woman in a prison parking lot, but he didn't know how to drive a manual.
Yeah, I heard a story the other day that just I guess the guy just unclear on the concept of staying out of jail. He actually stole a car in the parking lot, and they caught him just a couple hours later, and so he was only free for less than half of a day, and then he was right back to jail. So I would definitely say that's someone who's unclear about the concept.
Nope. There's this black deaf man that hold up a bank in Germany.
Okay.
The teller said, "Do you need a bag?" And he said, "You're damn right. That's a real gun." And the teller said, realized he's deaf, and he uh uh went off the alarm, and came and arrested him. And the weird part, he tried to sue for his disability.
Okay. That is a strange one. That is. I do like the stories about weird crimes, though.
There's a crime in Washington. There's a guy that tried to rob a gun store with a baseball bat.
That's worse than bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Baseball. And the in the gun in the gun store dealer, he just laughed and pulled out his gun.
All right. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta take care of something here. I just had to check on Max. He was making some funny noises.
Yeah.
And he's been having some serious health problems. So,
Did you take him to the vet or something?
I did take him to the vet, but I'm really disappointed with the vet because he really didn't. He just said, "Well, Max has got to lose weight." Well, I won't swear, but it's kind of like, nah, really. I mean, I knew he had to lose weight, but can you give me a little more than that? Like, Like, how much food should I be giving them? Do you recommend a certain brand of food? Is there any sort of medication that will help? I mean, like, give me some sort of advice besides, oh, he just needs to lose weight. Because as a human, I don't know how to lose weight, let alone help a cat lose weight. So I would have appreciated some more information than just he's got to lose some weight. That didn't help at all. And, well, the visit wasn't cheap either, if you know what I mean. So I paid a lot of money for basically absolutely nothing.
The other vets in the area you could take them to?
There is much further away because this vet is actually here in town. So I'd have to go down to like Tremont or something. And that's about 35 minutes away. It's not extremely far, but it is far. Oh boy, I put the wrong one on there. Thank goodness I didn't clip my fingernails. Having a little bit of fingernails go a long way with Lego, don't they?
Yep.
Well, we're almost done with bag 15. So it's coming along pretty good. Pretty well, I'd say. Except for when you do that. Well, Greg, I've got the winter chalet, whatever, and the Studgate train station. Which one would you like to see built next? Or would you prefer I did the helmets?
I don't care.
All right. I will say one thing about the set that I'm liking, and that is the overlap that they're doing. So this is really strong. Thanks, John.
You should have part out the dot. Get the sort out parts for the diner and the observatory.
Yeah, I wished I had more time to do something like that, but right now I got so much on my plate, and I'm not sure. I don't know this. I think this happened in between streams. We did get word that the Lego show is on for June, so we're having 2 shows during June. And I don't know. I haven't talked to my lug yet to see if it's okay to announce it yet, so I won't. But by the way, we're on bag 16, and so let me grab some pieces here. Oh, here it is. There's one, and well, that's worrisome because it tells me to grab. Oh, okay. I see what the other one is. But that's no help because I don't have it. All right, well, we'll get as far as we can go without it. And if I have to run out to the shop, I guess I will. Okay, so that's, oh yeah, I see that. I'm going to slide this out of my way for a second so I can build this better. Because it looks like this is going to be something that's just going to be dropped on it. Let me slide some pieces over. I do want to get back to building the city. However, with the shop being a complete mess with the water in it, I'm still not comfortable shooting in there because my electronics, like my surge protector and stuff, go on the floor. And if there's an ice skating rink on the floor, that's not safe. So I am holding off on the city for now. But I do promise I will get back to it as soon as I can. And it's supposed, like I said, it's supposed to be above freezing here for most of the next week, at least during the day, not during the night. And if it really does, and a lot of the snow disappears and it dries up, then hopefully it'll be sometime late next week that I can do a video from the shop. But that remains to be seen. Like I said, depends on the water. I did hear from my daughter Amanda as well.
How's she feeling?
She's doing pretty good. She's about ready to start a new job.
What's she going?
Well, she works for a dealership chain here, and if you're from this area, you would know which one it is because it's the largest one. They own several dealerships. Anyway, they asked her to switch dealerships because she's been doing such a great job at, oh shoot, I messed that up. She's been doing such a great job at the other dealership that they asked her to go to the other dealership and help them out because they're kind of struggling. So she's basically a service advisor. She's a person that calls and pesters you about your oil change, tire rotations, that kind of stuff. But she does a really good job and she's organized. And like I said, their other dealership is not bringing in that much money through the service department. They've asked her to switch over to kind of shape things up over there. Okay, wait a minute. That is making no sense whatsoever, right? Okay, let me look at this here. Oh, I didn't do something right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. I see what I did wrong. Let me fix that. Not that bad of a fix, really. And I didn't think I'd like these instructions that much because they're digital, but the fact that you can spin it around and look at it from different angles, zoom in and all that stuff, I'm actually liking it quite a bit. It works out really well. And in case you didn't know, and I'm not trying to treat anybody like they're dumb, but some people have not been able to buy these sets. So forgive me if I'm telling you stuff you already know. But when it comes to these sets, you don't get instructions. You just get a link. And I have not found a way to download these instructions. There's only a link. So you're kind of stuck being online. And I didn't like the idea at first, but now that this is my third set doing it this way, it's not that bad. It's just, the only setback I see is that this used to be a hobby that if the lights were out, like the power was out, I could still do my hobby. But with it being online only, that's going to change. So I really kind of hope they offer a way to download them too later, because right now that you can't. So I'm hoping they change that so that doesn't become an issue when it comes to this whole thing, if you get what I mean. What are you saying ha ha about, John? I'm sorry. I didn't, I guess I didn't catch your comment early enough. Yeah, so I've got some more 1980 sets in my collection I need to build. Got a fire station. And let's see, what else do I have? Oh, the old cargo station, if you remember that. It was the two 10-inch by 10-inch road plates that you could have them side by side or flip them so they were back to back. And the building was built so that either way it looked fine and the building wasn't awkward. Got that one to build. I found parts of my space monorail and my airport shuttle monorail, but I haven't found the whole thing yet to put it together. So hopefully that will change. I'm going to be able to find that. Greg, what's the oldest set you have?
Probably a Saturn 5.
Okay. So and this is not an insult, it's just a question. Are you fairly new then to collecting Lego?
I just got my dog cages about a few years ago.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If Beto's wasn't over the mountain 35 minutes away, I'd go to Beto's for dinner tonight. Beto's is a good little joint, man.
Hey, Derek.
Oh man, you cut out. What were you saying?
I had Dairy Queen tonight.
All right, what'd you get?
6-piece steak.
Okay. I'm a fan of Dairy Queen and their blizzards. And also, I like their strawberry shake too. That's a pretty decent little piece too. Well, guys, we've almost made it through yet another bag. We're on bag 16, almost on bag 17, and we're 40-something minutes into it. So that means we will start another bag. And heck, who knows? We might even go further than that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I'm determined. Wherever we leave off tonight, I will do a live stream tomorrow. But the thing is, tomorrow no matter how long it takes, I'm going to finish this building because I've got to finish it. I've got too much going on to have this thing spread out any further. So, and yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to be next. Maybe a smaller one like a helmet, because I think I want something smaller. These larger ones are kind of taxing to get them done.
When's the next time you're gonna go to the Lego store?
Well, the closest Lego store is like 2 hours away, so I won't be going to one soon. But did I tell you guys this good news? I found out online that Lego is opening another Lego store in Utah, and this one's only going to be about an hour and 10 minutes from me. So it'll be a lot closer. So Greg, I guess to answer your question is when that Lego store gets opened up and it's a lot closer, I'll be going to it a lot more. I'll tell you that.
Difference.
Okay, guys, that's bag 16. Let's grab bag 17.
I wish Lego store in my local mall.
Yeah, you're pretty far from the store too. I think you told me. I don't remember what you said. How far is it?
About 2 hours away again.
Yeah, that's tough to get to, man.
It's in downtown Houston.
Downtown Houston, huh? Man. Oh, and they're also opening a Lego store in Idaho, and it'll be Idaho's first Lego store. However, it's going to be in the Boise area, and that's like almost 4 hours from me, so that doesn't help me out at all. And just to get a idea from the audience here, I have the opportunity to interview a smaller independent Lego store, and I don't know, are you guys interested in an interview like that where I sit down and talk to the owner and pick their brain and talk to them about their obsession or lack of obsession in Lego, depending on what they have, and figure out why they went in business, ask them that, and ask them how they enjoy it, what's their favorite part, did they ever go through a dark age, what was their first set, those kind of questions. If you guys would be interested in that, please let me know, because I want to create content that interests you guys. But if it's a no-brainer that you guys wouldn't even like that, I'd like to know that before I go travel in the hour and 30 minutes. Not like I'm going to only do that. I got family that direction, so I can easily kill a couple birds with one stone, but just like to get your idea. So if you would like to see me, and I know other smaller stores too in the area. If you'd like to see that kind of content, let me know. And if you don't want to see it, please let me know. Wow, that got dirty. I don't know what that was on there. What the? Okay, Lego's having me do some weird stuff here with these pieces. So, but let me follow directions. So they want me to make a stack of bricks like they're working on it. Okay, let's do this next. And I don't mind giving a shout out to some of the smaller independent guys that I know. There's one called Dark Prime Forces, and he sells more than Lego. He sells like Dungeons and Dragons. He sells like old minifigures, like action figures, I guess you could say, like the old Star Wars and GI Joe, that kind of stuff. But he also does heavily into Lego, so and a lot of vintage Lego too. So he's and I know him on a personal level. So getting an interview with him would be real easy. There's also a Bricks and Minifigure in Logan, Utah, which is not too far from me. They're another place that I could arrange to try to get an interview. Don't know if they would. I don't know them at all. I just know they started up not too long ago. Okay, that did not work. Let me try that again. Huh. So yeah, there's some different people I can contact. And I've heard there's a Bricks and Minifigure going into Pocatello area, which is about 45 minutes an hour from me, depending on where in Pocatello. So there are no shortage of stores that I could talk to. Oh, cool. So we're building a barricade right now. So Greg, are you an only child?
I have a little sister.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't realize that. Yeah. Well, I have 4 sisters and no brothers. And that was fun growing up, to say the least.
You're the second youngest, right?
I am. I'm the 4th out of 5. But I think I've mentioned this before on a live stream, but it was always nice growing up because in elementary school, if somebody picked on me, I would just get one of my sisters to beat them up. And then I could tease them and say, "You got your butt kicked by a girl." And people didn't like that too well, but it was fun. It was fun for me.
You still talk to your older sister?
Yeah, my oldest sister is the one that lives closest to me. She lives in well, yeah. She lives about 45 minutes from me. And actually all of my sisters live close but one.
Where's
I've
she?
got one down in Arizona.
I bet the weather's better there than there.
This time of year it is, but I've been to Arizona during the summer. It is a dry heat, but wow, it is just way too stinking hot for me. But everyone has a difference of opinion. Some people may like that, But I honestly don't have much to do with that sister. She's a little, I'll just say off. And that's all I'm going to say because I'm not trying to offend.
What about your other 2?
The other 2, one lives in the Salt Lake City area, and the other one lives very close to where I used to have my house in Layton. And I do have contact with them. In fact, I see them usually at least once a month, sometimes twice a month, depends, whatever we got going on. The last family dinner was at my sister's house, and the one that used to live right next to me. And I was half tempted to go by and see my old house, but I didn't do it. But I am curious, how's that working out? Are they taking care of the place? What does it look like? Is it any different? And maybe the answer is not at all. The house was brand new, so I'm not sure what more you'd really do to it. Maybe the landscaping's changed.
I bet you spend time with your nieces and nephews.
I heard. I bet I spend what?
You spend time with your nieces and nephews.
I do. I have a niece that lives pretty close to that Beto's I was telling you about. I wanted to go to for dinner.
Beto O'Rourke.
I always think of him when I eat there, but no, it has nothing to do with him. And if I wasn't so stinking tired, I probably would go, but it's probably not safe for me to be driving that far when I'm this tired. I only slept 4.5 hours last night.
There's always a freezer.
Yeah. And there's also a little supermarket down the street that I could just go to and get a yummy frozen dinner and nuke it.
Do they have a deli?
They do, actually. They do. They got a decent deli, and they've got a decent spot where they've got some seafood and some other stuff. But
seafood in Idaho, never thought of that.
Yeah, I know. I don't imagine it's fresh. I'll bet they can. I bet you they can't say never frozen, because I'm pretty sure it has been. Well, I'm hoping tomorrow it works another, good, easy kind of day where things are steady, not overbearing, and that kind of thing. But some days you'll find me in the corner of my room crying for an hour after work. And then other days you'll see me in the corner balling up my fist saying, I love my job. I love my job. But, yeah, it's all good. Ooh, I am not paying attention. I did not do this right. Yeah, boy, I gotta undo some stuff. I'm just kidding, guys. That's a joke. I actually, for the most part, my job's all right. There's only once in a while it gets kind of stressful and hairy, and that's not very often. I just like to joke around, and I think everyone does. I think it's kind of one of those things. Most jobs is something that you love to hate. And just so I don't get in trouble, because my job always wants me to say this, the things that I say about my job on my channel are not the opinions of my employer. They're mine and mine alone. So there you go. There's my disclaimer. And do I admit I only say that because I don't want to lose my job? Yes. I admit that wholeheartedly.
Did you tell your old co-worker about that Range Rover?
I did. And he says it's definitely one that he's going to have to get. Now, his dad, it's really funny because when I told him, his name is Ken, and when I told Ken about me collecting Legos and showed him some pictures, he's like, "You're just like my dad." He goes, "My dad does that." And the next time he went over to his dad's, he got a video, and his dad had all his trains going, and his dad has like the 9-volt old ones like I have, but I've only got like one of them. He had like 3 of each. And it was pretty cool to see it all running.
Is that the one with the sailor mouth?
Yeah, he's former military. But he's funny though, man. I like working with him. It was nice to have a manager who just understood the struggles that I went through in my position. You know what I mean? And one that never asked me to do anything I wasn't comfortable doing. And he'd actually stick up for me, because when certain people asked me to do things that were ridiculous, he would just tell them, no, either you have to narrow the scope or do something else, because we just can't do this. So I really appreciated him for that, for standing up for me. But now that he's gone, well, I'm on my own. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do one more bag. And the reason for that is, if I do one more bag, then that just leaves 4 bags for the next live stream. And then we can be done tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, are you gonna be around tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. I'll send you a link earlier than I normally do. I'm sorry, I get absent-minded, man. It's not that I totally appreciate you being here, and please don't ever feel like I don't want you here. I do like you here. Thank you. But I will admit, I might have some little bit of ADHD going. And actually, I'm not making fun of ADHD. I actually, several years ago, about 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with adult ADHD. When I'm tired like this, you won't know it. But if I get a full night's rest, oh boy, bouncing off walls just about sometimes. Sometimes I wonder how Jenny's put up with me for all these years, because sometimes when I'm talking to her, I can't even finish a sentence. I'm all over the place. Sometimes I do it on my streams too. I don't mean to, but it's part of that ADHD thing going on.
Lots of wine.
Yeah. But no, she's a good woman for putting up with me for 26 years. So technically, I guess it's going to be 27 in May. So yeah, you might as well say 27 at this point. Close enough.
Any plans for y'all's anniversary?
No, only because of distance.
Long distance relationships.
No, they're not any fun, man.
Have you talked to Osea and Nais?
Not for about a week. So no, not really. I thought about calling her today, but
so what's the plan for them?
they're going to be with their dads while my daughter's in basic training. So I will not have them. Of course, that's just the plan today. That could change. I'm more than happy to have them here. because I think Osea would really like the. I think she really liked the chickens. In fact, I think she'd probably try to handle them. My chickens are gentle enough. You can handle them. They're not gonna.
You call her dances with chickens.
Dancing with chickens.
Mm.
I like that. So, John, how was your day, man? Did you go for a walk with Rue? Enzo's sleeping over there in the corner.
Where is Max in there with you?
Yes. He is laying right in front of the space heater, even though it's not on. Max is a little silly sometimes.
Is that old age kicking in?
Yeah, he is getting up there, man. Oh. Of course, she's a comedian when she approaches the people. That's awesome, man. Your dog's got a good personality, John. She really does. I really liked watching your video of her in I think it was PetSmart. I can't remember what pet store you were in, but it was cute because she just walked around the store sniffing everything, saying hello to everyone. And hold on a second, I gotta sneeze. All right, out with it. I just did. Okay. She is nosy looking at other people's garages. I thought it was curiosity that killed the dog or the cat, not the dog. Have you ever seen that movie Homeward Bound? With Michael J. Fox as the voice is one of the dog Chance.
Parts of it.
Because that's what the cat, when the dog tries to go fishing and he gets bit in the face by a crawdad, the cat tells the dog, curiosity killed the dog. What is her name? Sally? What? Oh, come on. What was her name? The voice of the cat, Cassie. Boy, that has been so long since I've seen that movie.
Michael J. Fox also voiced Stuart Little.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you don't hear too much out of Michael J. Fox anymore. Of course, I know he's got health issues that.
They're thinking about making a Back to the Future Part 4.
I would actually like to see that. I'm not sure. They'd probably have to replace Michael J. Fox though, because my understanding is that because of Parkinson's disease, he's not too steady on his feet, which I think is really sad because he was a great actor. I liked him in Family Ties. I actually liked him in a lot of different things. Like I said, he was a good actor. So, but sometimes not so pleasant things happen to good people. John says, opening day for baseball approaches. Where did the year go? Back to the Future, The Secrets of My Success. Yes, The Secrets to My Success. That was. I love that movie.
I wonder how the new DeLorean's going to be look like in the movie. So it's Back to the Future. You gotta have the DeLorean in there.
Well, I was looking at the Lego DeLorean, and you can do the 3 different versions of it. Which
I have mine in the Part 2 version.
Okay. Well, see, I was going to say the problem with me buying it is I wouldn't be able to decide. I'd have to get 3 of them, and I'd have to, and that's why I'm not buying it.
Plus,
I got.
Plus, it has great building techniques, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
If you buy three of them, build one on camera, build one on video, build 2 on video.
I'm actually really glad I built this down here instead of trying to do it on top of this here. I don't think that would have worked out too well. Yeah, Boston Legal. Yeah, that's been a long time too, man. Ouch, that actually hurt. That wasn't.
I've been watching Criminal Minds.
Law and Order Criminal Minds?
No, Criminal Minds is its own separate thing.
Oh no, that was Criminal Intent, wasn't it?
Yep.
With Law and Order. Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio in there.
Yeah.
D'Onofrio. That's how you say his last name, D'Onofrio.
I don't know, but I know who you're talking about. The same guy that played the cockroach in Men in Black
and Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Oh man, that's one I'd get in trouble for reciting lines. But I do like that movie a lot.
And he plays in Jurassic World.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Well, we are almost done with this bag. And when we are, we're done.
You remember seeing Full Metal Jacket in theaters?
Have I seen Full Metal Jacket what?
In theaters?
Oh, no. I actually didn't even know the movie existed until probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Jenny, she just mentioned it and said, "Hey, I'm going to watch this movie because some guys at work suggested it to me." So I sat down and watched it with her, and I mean, the movie made me crack up, especially the first scene with the boot camp. But the thing is, my whole entire life, I had heard so many of the jokes on there. Like the one about there's only 2 things from Texas, and I can't say what those are because this is a family channel, but that line, I had heard that line so many times, like in school and stuff, and I didn't know what it was. And then when he says, "How tall are you?" and he tells me, he goes, "I'm amazed they can stack it that high." Like, I heard that joke throughout my whole entire life too. And so watching that opening scene from Full Metal Jacket put a lot of pieces together for me because I'd heard these jokes throughout my life from different people. So,
you seen Stripes?
I have. There's also Blues Brothers, which has nothing to do with the military, but
Tropic Thunder.
yes. Yes, I have. What do you think of Bill Murray? I personally like Bill Murray and his acting. Ghostbusters. What about Bob?
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's Groundhog's Day. He's been in quite a bit. All right, I don't have any jokes for you guys tonight. Sorry, I slacked on that because I like my dad jokes, but yeah, I didn't prepare any today.
You wonder what the next CPS set is?
Yeah. Actually, I need to do a better job of keeping up with the new sets.
All
right.
The Penguin of the 1989 the Batman Batcave got leaked.
Oh, it did?
The
Okay.
the Penguin did.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I did see that today. I was thinking about making some clickbait telling people that I got leaked photos, and then when they get on here, no, I don't. Just kidding. No, I would never. I don't do that. Okay. So if I did this right, it should just fit right on top of it, which it doesn't. Oh, crud. All right. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to figure this out. Oh, there it goes. Man, I was like getting scared there for a minute. It wouldn't go on. Okay, so let me look at this here. This is bags 1 through 18. We've got 19, 20, 21, and 22 left to go. That's going to be tomorrow night, same time. So thanks for joining me, guys. If you would, hit the like button, subscribe, check if you're still subscribed. Leave me a comment below, turn on all notifications, and I will catch you guys next time when we will finish this set. And thank you, Greg, for being here. I appreciate your support as well.
Bye.